Yo, yo. I forgot to pull some new pickups. I could I could run with that for the people that rock with the new pickup shit. Now that I think about it, I should have grabbed some kicks or something. I got some new pickups for y'all. I'm slipping. What's good? Hustle Crow, what up, homie? I see you. Salute, salute, y'all. Good morning. It's still morning time, right? It's almost 11:30. Yeah. Happy Sunday, y'all. What's goody? What's goody? I see y'all coming in. ARP to go. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. What's good? Likewise. Same back to y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all ask me some questions. You know what I'm saying? Ask me about the face off. Ask me about Max Out. Detroit was good. I see you. Where the face off at. Happy Sunday, ARP. Likewise. Right back to you. Daylight versus King Lowe's face off. That's gonna be coming on the 9th. The 9th. The day before the actual event. Any surprise battles? Well, if I tell you, then it wouldn't be a surprise. Gaddis. Shout out to Gaddis. I know why I'm getting the Gaddis comments in here in the live. I even got phone calls about Gaddis this morning. Shout out to Gaddis, man. One of the best on the scene. Shout out to Official too. Official has always been one of my favorites. Gaddis has always been one of my favorites. I heard Gaddis went the fuck off. That's what I heard. I didn't see the battle myself. Yesterday we was, running the face off for Calico and Hitman all fucking day long. You know what I mean? And doing interviews and all types of shit. So I didn't see any battles or anything like that yesterday. But I heard Gaddis went crazy. And I heard Gaddis was mentioning some stuff that needs to be a reality for us ASAP. Yeah, we've discussed a couple things, and it's time to get Gaddis over. Gonna give her a ridiculous matchup, of course, when she debuts on RBE. Take care of her business wise and all that type of shit. We respect Gaddis. Love Gaddis, man. Love Gaddis. Last time I saw Gaddis was probably what? Our last event at the Face Off. She popped out real quick. Gaddis, I'm hit your line in a second. You know what it is, homie. Yo, let's talk about these face-offs or the face. Matter of fact, real quick, I left my new pickups upstairs, but I just posted this on my gram. So y'all seen this before. Alright, y'all seen this before. This is a poster that the homie was in the building last event, and he had like 10 of them, and he got just about everybody on the card to sign it. You know what I'm saying? And he auctioned them off, I believe. And I got one of them. So there's only like 10 of these, right? But now, the reason why I'm showing y'all this again, this is now a one of one. Because while we was at the face-off yesterday, I got 3 people to sign this one that didn't sign all the other ones. And that's Hitman right there. He didn't sign the other ones. He never got the opportunity to. Knowledge to God, hip hop is real. He never signed the other ones. And Avocado, he didn't sign the other ones. All 3 people that were involved heavily in the last event. You know what I'm saying? So that is now a one of one. Shout out to those 3 fellas. I think that's real dope. And it's wild too because homie wasn't able to get Hitman at the event to sign it, but somehow Show Out signed it, and they obviously came together. So I don't know how it worked out or whatever, but I signed it. The whole RBE team signed it. The rest of the cars signed it. Bloggers signed it. A lot of people signed it. I see Mickey Fax on there. I see Chris Unbiased on there. I see Show Out on there. There's like 9 battle rap people that I'm calling out. I think that's Piper Boy at the bottom beneath Hitman's name. But that's now a one of one. So I think that's cool because I don't have, of all the pictures around my house, I got a lot of movie posters and TV shows and all types of shit. And I'm a collector. Y'all kind of know that about me at this point. That's the only thing in my crib that's battle rap. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool for that to be a one of one. It's like battle rap memorabilia to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's real cool. Shout out to KT420. Appreciate you, homie. Salute ARP and RBE for staying true and sturdy. Thank you, homie. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, let's talk about the face-off. It was two face-offs that went down. The first face-off that went down is because we all got to the building. Cool, real cool setup. New spot that we tried out, that we rented out. It's like in a loft location, real secure. Private parking at a rooftop and everything, and then like secure entry into a loft room and everything. It's got like a balcony set up, brick wall inside, so you can have that type of feel off of when it's shot. Some of y'all have seen some of the clips and some of the pictures on Instagram and shit like that. Of Avocado from Rooney Day obviously shot it, so we flew him in to shoot the face off. So that brick wall behind them, and then me and Calico, and I mean, like, it's gonna look crazy when Avocado puts that thing to work, as far as like the editing shit. So yeah, I like the location of it. I like the location of it. We got there like 2 o'clock. Shout out to Chris and Bias was there, Knowledge was there. There was other media there. I was with Hip Hop is Real. You know what I'm saying? So we was, everybody doing media, recording videos, having fun. There was drinks on deck. People hanging out, a little bit of music playing in the background. We was chilling, and we was killing a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Because a couple niggas was late. You know what I'm saying? Cal. Shout out to my nigga Cal. We got it done, though. So we was killing time, and we did a me versus Jag face off. Alright, so that's gonna drop. I didn't really hold no punches on Jag like that. You know what I'm saying? I know that he gets at people real heavy, when he's got battle announcements and everything like that. He disrespects people and all that type of shit. So for me, I was just like, I think it'd be fun for me to like give him a little bit of a taste of his own medicine. And he was shooting back at me too. You know what I'm saying? But when I say a face off, like, don't think because I'm a platform owner or whatever, like I was just playing around. Like, nah, I was getting that Jag. Like, I was talking to him about clean paper. I was talking to him about his first round versus Old Red. I was telling him that Ill Will's about to bully him and he's scared of Ill. Like, mad shit. Like, I was just getting at him, poking at him. We spoke about shit outside of battle rap. We was having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? But, Jag my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it was all in entertainment, all in fun. And I've done things like that before. Like, I remember we had a battle on one of our validation cards when we was doing that small room series in Midtown Manhattan, and Mr. Mills' opponent didn't show up. I think it was Holmesy. Was it Holmesy? It might have been Mr. Mills versus Holmesy. But either way, Mr. Mills' opponent didn't make it to the battle, right? And I stood in front of Mills so he could drop his first round, and it's on the channel. You know what I'm saying? It's like we flew Mr. Mills in. Let's give the fans some type of hair, in front of us that's in the building, as well as something to put on the channel. I mean, let's not let Mr. Mills have a completely wasted effort. So he spit his round at me like I was his opponent. I stood there and I just listened to the rap and just, like how it is for a battle rapper. Just fun. Just trying to, provide y'all with content and entertainment and make the best out of situations. And yesterday, like I said, we was just in there having a good time. So me and Jack's face off will be dropping on the RBE channel ASAP. It's probably at least 10 minutes long. I think we would sit in there arguing for at least 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So all in fun once again. So if you see the ARP versus Jag face off drop, don't say no shit like, damn, Jag is disrespecting the league owner. He's crazy. ARP is disrespecting a battle rapper that he tries to book or whatever. That's wild. That don't make no. It was all in fun for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna drop. So, don't fucking run with it, y'all. Alright? Don't run with it. Shout out to my nigga Jag. You know what I mean? Shit, I'll let y'all know some behind the scenes shit. Speaking of situations like me standing in front of Mr. Mills or me and Jag doing a face off, when we did the social distance volume 2 card, when Corona shut everything down and a couple leagues and platforms was only doing virtual and video battles, when we dropped that mega social distance card part 2, one of the ideas that Mook had behind the scenes was to battle me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talked him into, nah, let's keep it with the battle rappers, and then you end up seeing him in street hymns. in the, you know what I'm saying, in the video that drops. But like Mook's fucking idea, like I literally was on the phone with Mook and my nigga Van, his manager, for like 45 minutes arguing why I don't want to battle Mook. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving Mook the opportunity to tear at the leagues and the platforms, or tear at me, and I'm gonna fucking violate too. And I'm not even a rapper. You know what I'm saying? But just for the fun of these virtual battles, I would have fucking said some wild, ridiculous ass shit to this nigga. So I didn't think that that would have been, in Luck's voice, healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I let that go. So the battlers had those fucking type of ideas the same way the platform owners do. So, you know, we all having fun. Now let's talk about the Calico versus the Hitman Holla Faceoff. Shout out to these two guys, man. We kept it professional. Y'all might see on my Instagram a picture of me and an armed security guard there holding an AR rifle and shit. And you see the caption that I put there saying like, this is all for people's safety and comfort. I put that on my gram because that footage and everything was already going around. Like while I was doing interviews and shit like that, we just chopping it up on camera, talking shit. There's a bunch of people recording. Like people was going live. I think Chris Unbiased was live. Knowledge was recording, whatever. And the guard was like standing behind me. So that footage was coming out regardless. And I didn't want that footage to come out and people not understand it. Like what the fuck is going on? And I even had that conversation this morning with my nigga Van. Like we were just chopping it up. And it's like, I understand somebody in my position. We got to be careful of public perception. We don't want people to feel like you see imagery like that, or that video comes out from one of the bloggers or media that's in the building or something like that, and you feel like, damn, all of that, like what's going on? Like this crazy. I see some comments on Chris Pay's that shit says shit like it looks like ARP's in like a interrogation room, or he was held hostage or some shit like that. It's hilarious shit. You know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, it really comes from two things. We never want people to have just the imagery of stuff like that and feel like, damn, is the culture wild like that? It's not about the battle rap culture. Now on a small scale, some of it comes from us adapting and learning and evolving and getting better at what we do to deliver what we deliver as a business and continue to be responsible as possible. Comes from the Hitman and Cassidy face off. Now, was it that type of like you just never know how things could happen, the hypotheticals you don't really have to do? But I did a live and I explained, I said, in my opinion, when I tell both of these guys to come by themselves, I said, when Hitman shows up by himself, business wise, as per RBE's request, he's in the right. When Cassidy shows up with people, I said in my live, in my opinion, when I thought about it after the fact, I said, he's still in the right. Now on a bigger scale, like how do people like me, you know, continue to think about that and process that? Look at the times where we're in. You know what I'm saying? You go back like, and I'm gonna get into the Hitman Calico face off. I just feel like this is all interesting talk. You go back like 10 years. If you was in the hip hop industry or the hip hop world or in the hip hop eye, especially as a public figure rapper, if you had security, you was pussy. That was the label that they gave you. An extremely ignorant label, an extremely ignorant position. How come I don't see my chat? Where my chat at? My bad, y'all. I've been missing the chat. I just turned it back on. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. You was pussy, like a very ignorant position because people just equate things like, I guess, calling your insurance company because somebody hit your car to snitching. Somebody broke into my house, you're a snitch. You call a lawyer for a lawsuit, you're a snitch. You have an armed security guard to protect your life or your family or your brand or your worth or your, you know what I'm saying, your pussy. Fast forward, at least because the rest of the world ain't like this. It's the fucking hip hop industry that has been very ignorant around shit like that, and it develops from misconstrued street code. Like some people run with certain principles from street code and they fuck it up. Like the stop snitching shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you had that stop snitching movement where everybody's wearing stop signs, stop snitching on their t-shirts and shit like that. But 85 to 90% of the people that was wearing those t-shirts weren't involved in anything street. You know what I'm saying? That to me within itself is damn near a violation. Like you know what I'm saying? You're broadcasting something that you're not even involved in. But anyway, so that's where, you know, that ignorance developed. It comes from misconstrued street codes. And fast forward now, our hip hop culture, I think we've learned enough and we've seen enough. When you have situations like, you know, rest in peace, like XXX Extacion, pardon me if I'm pronouncing him incorrectly, rest in peace. You have things like Pop Smoke. Um, you have all these situations. And Pat Poose broke it down on one of his mixtapes that's extremely old, a while ago. I forget which tape it was, but I remember a lot of his lyrics. He's breaking down the security guard shit. He was like, if you have one, you pussy, that's, you know, that's the code of the street. Nobody like a snitch, whatever, boom, 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 boom. And we see how many rappers have been robbed. Like, we heard stories of like Busta Rhymes being robbed, or Nas being robbed, or Prodigy being robbed, and chains being missing, and all this type of shit. And you hear rappers even today. You hear the little babies of the world and all that shit rapping. You get my chain. It's a like it's damn near a trophy. So it's even like a target. Like these people and their jewelry and their diamond chains and whatnot. So fast forward, security guards. I'm glad that the hip hop culture is caught up and realized like it's not ignorant. So if you take two ex street niggas, um, Gucci Man, for example, Young Jeezy, for example, we all believe that they came directly from the street. When Jeezy was talking all that snowman shit, we 1000% believe him. Gucci Man, when he talking all that trap shit and where he comes from, we 1000% believe that he used to be a street nigga. What shit? We know the fucking the I don't even like to say the word like that. The situation on Gucci. You know, the shit that he said in the versus battle. That was just wild we know. So we know where these niggas come from. But after that versus battle is over, you know, when you see Gucci in his car, you know what I'm saying, or his truck or whatever, before it pulls off, you see armed security guards in the street standing next to his car like he's a president. Like he's a president. Until that car, these walk with him like the president. That's where the hip hop culture has smartly evolved to. We got out of that ignorant shit and realized, like, I'll give you another example. Damn, let's just be having these examples that flash in my mind. Do y'all remember the Eminem diss to Benzino? Remember when Eminem and Benzino were going back and forth? You know what I'm saying? I think Eminem's track, what's it called? Nail in a Coffin or something like that? But he had the lyrics, you'll never have no security, you'll never be famous. You know what I'm saying? It's Eminem that was, at least he was smart enough to say that shit. And he was responding to Benzino at that time. That's when people were doing that more ignorant stereotype. He basically was saying, Eminem, you got security. Eminem responded like, you'll never have no security. You'll never be famous. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Eminem was on the right course back then. You know what I'm saying? Our culture was using that type of shit to stereotype people incorrectly from misconstrued street code. You know what I mean? So, you know, now once again, fast forward, RBE shit. We have that scenario from the Hitman and Cassidy face-off. It wasn't super extreme, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we evolved from that. And we have to consider the comfort, the security, and the protection of everybody involved. Pardon. That's RDE. That's the two battle rappers. That's their entourages. That's the media that's in the building. That's any patrons or fans or regular people or special invites or VIP, anybody that's invited to come to the face-off. Same thing as a battle. It's for everybody. It's for me. It's for him. It's for them. It's for everybody. Everybody. Everybody's comfort and added security. And everybody that's there can protect themselves. Everybody. Everybody that's there is protecting themselves. You know what I'm saying? But adding a legal and professional element to it pulls you further away from the street and more into a business lane, which is smart. because RBE staff could go there and say, oh, we got our shit. Hitman and Calico and they entourage is like, oh, we good, we secure. Knowledge from hip hop is real, could fucking pop out like, yeah, I'm good, I'm strapped to the T, to the T with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's all fine. Like, everybody do what they do within whatever realm they deem comfortable and hopefully legal, whatever, take it, whatever. I'm not here to judge. But you add a hired, professional, trained, licensed, legal guard to the equation. It makes the security of the environment more professional instead, because we could all secure it at a street level. We've done that a million times. All right. Now add a professional element to it, and that's going in the right direction. Not the old ignorant shit of y'all. No, this is smart. This is business. You know what I'm saying? A cop walks in there, somebody calls and says, yo, some people are in the loft next door screaming because they don't know it's a face-off and they don't understand battle rap. And the cops knock on the door, you know what I'm saying? And they come in there and you never know, like in illegal searches or whatever, and they start boom, boom. Everybody's got problems or whatever. No, you walk in, you see that rifle, that man is a legal, licensed, hired professional guard here doing a job. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about all of this shit. How many rappers in the industry say, I bring a legal holster with me, meaning that somebody that can hold that gun for me that's licensed and legal. If anything hits the fan, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's having your cake and eat it too. You have the safety aspect and the legal aspect. You know what I mean? But we don't ever want people to think that battle rap has to be that extreme. That's where my responsibility comes in a little bit. It's just being comfortable and providing that level of safety to everybody that's involved that I think everybody deserves. You watch a video of Hitman walking through the mall, he gets stopped a million times. He's a full-blown celebrity. I'm pretty sure Calico walks through the streets and gets stopped for pictures and all types of shit as well. These guys are bigger than me. They've been around. They have more views on them than me probably. I go through that. So I could imagine the battle rappers every day as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that comes from. So if y'all see those videos or those pictures, shout out to Shine. I'll give y'all another example. Shout out to Shine. After the Faceoff drop, K-Shine. After the Faceoff drop, I saw his dojo episode, and he was all like, that's like brotherhood, right? Like him and Hitman is like real close. So there was a part in there where he was like, yo, at this point, yo, get me out of here. Speaking as if he was in Hitman's shoes. Get me out of here, y'all. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Now, the scenario actually would create that. Sean is right. So you have a situation where threats is being exchanged. Cassie, what you gonna do with that bag? Hitman, I'll air this bitch out. Let's catch a fade, all of that. You start talking street shit and people getting hurt, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, hurting each other. You never know how that turns out. And the simple fact is Cassidy and his people left the building before Hitman did. And Hitman went by himself. Well, him and John showed up. But technically, Hitman is feeling like he's by himself. You know what I'm saying? So, from Sean's perspective, watching the Face-Off, I get it. Because it's the I'm an artist mentality. Like, I don't feel safe, RBE. Get me out of here. I showed up to do a job. Now, off camera, nobody knows that myself and Ant walked Hitman to his car, and that's not to take that from Hitman. Hitman can walk himself to that car, to his car. But that's what RBE did. Me and other RBE staff walk Hitman to his car after Hitman is done with his interview with Lloyd Jamal, which was 45 minutes later. But now we're going outside of the building at nighttime, 10 o'clock at night or whatever. Walk the man to his car. You know what I'm saying? Like give him that respect because we brought him here for business. You know what I mean? So you learn from that type of shit. You add professional real services to that equation now. So if anything like that ever happens again, we're in an even more legal and a better situation for everybody's comfort and security because all these people are public figures showing up to do a job. All right. So I guess I just spun that into an interesting topic while talking about the Face-Off. So yeah, these guys you can tell have real this is not a sell for the battle. This is not like, oh, let's cook this up. They didn't get on no phones behind the scene. Like even with Hitman and Bill Collector, you know, they did like a FaceTime together where they was both like joking and being sarcastic to each other and shit before the battle. They were on speaking terms. Hitman and his two people, we requested only two people in with each side. Hitman, his people come in first, sit down, get mic'd up. About 5 or 10 minutes later, we get Calico and his people to walk in, you know what I'm saying, and start to get situated. Now, if you see the pictures, the table is this fucking big, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Hitman sitting here, Calico sitting here, and me right here. Hitman's already sitting down, chilling. He's got that same look before the Cassidy face off, just to himself, just he's got that same look. You know what I mean? Like let's work. You know what I mean? Like not all in entertainment mode and just it's like that energy of like just being standoffish. You know what I'm saying? Which he should, because that's how I feel. Like I'm not really, you know what I mean, fucking with this guy right here. But it's even escalated because when Cal walks in, they don't look at each other really. Like they didn't shake hands, they didn't say nothing to each other. Now at this point the cameras is off. You know what I'm saying? It just then Cal sits down and it's just like, all right, let's wait until Avocado kicks off the fucking cameras and we start the face off. No interaction between them, and they're 2-3 feet from each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I'm like reading that, like, okay, yeah, all right. It's the first time I see they don't really fuck. We know that they don't really fuck with each other, but they're really showing it right now. All right, cool. We still all here to work, or else they would never sign no contracts to rap. You know what I'm saying? So cool. So as I'm going through the face off with them, I'm realizing like the best way to define it is they was both on a chessboard. If it was just pure, all right, you called me to battle this person. What's the numbers or whatever? Fine, let's do it. If it was just pure that, I think there would have been all types of shit. Like it would have been like a Jag face off, like disrespect and fucking all types of violations and y'all be like, you old Red telling Jag you a dick eater, and Jag is like, I'll beat the shit out of you, bitch ass nigga. They wasn't thinking about each other before that shit got contracted. Him and Calico have history before those calls, Marv. They had their own thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you could analyze people and if you could analyze energy, you totally see that if you're me sitting there. Because I'm alley-ooping all types of fucking segues for them to address things that will probably be addressed in the battle or things that we're all able, or most of us, can read from the outside looking in. I'm throwing all of those segues and questions to them. And they're damn near deflecting me a little bit. Both of them. Both of them. I literally asked Calico on camera, are you going to have any personals? And at first he was like, you know, you just got to be in the building and see what I'm going to rap about. Like, you know, I'm not going to talk about what's going to happen. And I think I found a way to ask it again. I think he said no. Like, I don't got no personals. Like, nobody believes that. So it's just like the chessboard is out. And what I predicted for Hitman, whether he did it like that on purpose or not, happened. What I predicted for Hitman was that I could see him being more conservative, because Hitman, if anybody else, is extremely aware of the type of energies leading into a battle that can be created from a face-off. You know, him and Cassidy just created that. You know what I mean? Leading into the last event. So Hitman is well aware of that. You know what I mean? And in Hitman's shoes, he sees that he feels like the bloggers and media and fan don't give him a way to be on either A side or B side. He feels like they're gonna at times say he can't win regardless. Like if you turn up, you're emotional. If you turn down, you scared or whatever. He's like, so I can't win. Like there's no gray area for me. Yeah, I mean that's Hitman's perspective. So I see that Hitman was being tactical and on his chessboard to a degree, and I see that Calico was trying his best not to show his hand. You know what I mean? Like even when we was talking about the recent shit that they're doing interviews and blogs about, you know, Hitman, you know, he spent some energy addressing that for the most part. Calico stayed off of it. I mean, ask Calico about the brotherhood. you're gonna see in the face off. His answer was a little, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they was really on a chessboard because it's that energy of one, we don't like each other. They said a million times, like Calico's like, I love you, but that's like pestering Hitman a little bit. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like he's pestering Hitman. You know what I mean? And Calico at times, is reminding people like, remember, you don't fuck with me. And Hitman saying it to his face like 10 times. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So I think like some of that chessboard comes from just my opinion. One, both guys realize that they're capable of standing on shit. I mean, off rap. You know what I'm saying? Both of them know that about each other. We're both capable of standing on shit. You know what that means? That means that when we're both here face to face, things could go a little bit off battle rap, to say the least. Things could go off battle rap. So it's not gonna be an old red and jag. We're not gonna do that right now because it won't stay battle rap. And then aside from that, like the tactical, I'm not gonna say this type of stuff because when I show up on this battle means a lot to them. I realize that now. Seeing the way that they play chess, this battle is the type of battle that neither one of them want to lose. Neither one of them. I brought up the King of the Midwest thing. You're gonna see how they answer that, about how that might be portrayed in regards to this matchup happening July 10th. This is a battle that sticks on your resume heavy. Neither one of these guys want to lose to each other, and it's personal. It's personal. You can see that. I didn't see them shake hands or look at each other when it was over as well. Because sometimes after the face-off, we sit in here, we go back and forth, we exchange energies, hair comes down a little bit for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Then when it's all over, all right, man, I'll see. None of that. None of that. Both of them just start to go towards their peoples and start to exit out, whatever. It was none of that. Coming in and leaving. So, yeah, that's my recap of the vibe, the energy of these two guys leading into July 10th. Shout out to Avocado, that's being edited up, as well as the Show Off versus Rosenberg Raw. So we should be dropping both of those soon. The Face Off for Hitman versus Calico, as well as the Show Off versus Rosenberg Raw. I know people are asking for both at this point. Ruin Your Day is working overtime. Right now, Avo got so much shit going on, as he should. He's working. I mean, so yeah, that's my perspective once again on Hitman and Calico. It's gonna be a very, very intense battle on stage because I think the vibe is gonna be there, like that type vibe that makes people feel like it's not just battle rap. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be extreme like how it felt standing on stage for like Math versus Serious or like Show Off versus Math or, some of those type of battles where from beginning to end, it felt super tense. Like something is going to happen. It's just what is going to start it. When, at what point of the battle is going to happen. Calico and Hitman don't feel like that. I don't feel like that. You know what I mean? But y'all are going to feel the tension that these two guys have as they're rapping. Like there was a part of the face-off where we brought up physicality. I felt it was RBE's responsibility to get that out on camera because as aggressive as Hitman can be when he performs, he doesn't bump people or touch people or shoulder check them. But at the same time, we all remember like how he was like creating that narrative with Suge. Everybody was questioning that with Hitman and Suge. Suge, we understand you pocket check people. Are you gonna pocket check Hitman? We do that to everybody. I've been joking with Jag like that. Now that he's got ill will, keep that same energy, right? So that's how everybody was asking Suge, you gonna pocket tap Hitman? And Hitman, I think in that face off in that promotion leading up to their battle, he better not touch me, don't pocket check me. Now Hitman can't say that if he's walking around touching people and pocket checking people and shoulder checking people. Ace Amin can never complain on stage about somebody shoulder checking him, right? Because he does it to people, right? It got to come with the territory now. Same way when Calico is doing all that shit to with Tay Rock on stage. When Tay Rock comes back the next round and he does it, it's got to be fair game. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that with the Suge and the Hitman history and seeing that in Hitman's battle history, and also seeing that Calico has battles where physicality comes in. And I asked him about the Pat Stay shit. We understand in his perspective, that's different. That's a different situation. That's like a one-off. And then to his credit, Calico has a shitload of battles where he doesn't touch or bump or nothing to nobody. Watch him and Big K. Nobody touches nobody, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that was coming after Calico battled Ill Will. And that was Calico in a more physical form. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't even fucking predict Calico's formula for when he does or when he doesn't then. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. And that's good for him. Like, you don't know, that can offset the energy of his opponent not being comfortable. Like, I don't know what this nigga's on. So that's good for Calico as a battle rapper. You know what I mean? But I want to bring that out because if it was just a jagging old red, so to speak, you know, and it's like, yo, we're going to agree to all physicality. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Because y'all are talking all heavy and y'all got this type of energy. With these two guys, I want to say it in the face off and ask it and see where they both stood on it. Because I feel like them having the shoulder checks and all that type of shit, if one of them disagrees with it, the battle's going to get fucked up. So once again, I don't feel like it's an extreme thing, but I do feel like there's enough history and enough tension between them, the way they're not talking to each other, they don't shake hands, scream each other's face, I don't fuck with you, all that type of shit. I see it. So it's just like, all right, let's try to take that off the table. Physicality, or y'all either going to agree that y'all going to be cool with it, or y'all not going to do it at all. Let's just put it out there between both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Calico was joking in the face off. He said, hey, ARP, what's up with all these rules? I never had to do that shit before because before we started the face off, I requested 2 rules. Once again, evolving from what we learned. Like, I don't want to be the insane person that doesn't learn from things that have happened in the past. You know what I mean? So I requested, I say, please, 1 rule, no getting out of your chairs. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that can create energy. I don't gotta use Hitman and Cassie for that. I can use battles like Heavy Half versus Snake Eyes for that. If you watch that face off that we did, you know what I mean? Like, one of them stood up, and then I think maybe Snake Eyes stood up first. I forget. Pardon if I'm incorrect, but I do remember when Heavy Half stood up. He's like, yo, who you getting up for? Because standing up makes people feel different about the situation. Like, even if you're screaming at me, even if you're saying disrespectful shit, if you stand up, people interpret that as a threat. Rightfully so. So I requested no getting out of your seat and no physical threats. You know what I'm saying? No physical threats. If anything else is fair game. You know what I mean? Say anything verbally, talk about anybody you want to talk about, violate, whatever, because that's what battle rap is. It's about the words, right? Just no standing up, please, which presents a actual physical threat to a lot of people, and no physical threats, which a lot of people aren't able to deflect. A lot of people hear a physical threat, and they be like, wait, hold on, I feel weird now, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Suck my dick is another one that makes a lot of people feel weird. And then there's a lot of people that on stage or in battle rap, they don't give a fuck. They're like, this is battle rap. You can say that to me here, you just can't say that to me there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just those little guidelines that help us all be successful, keep the battlers in mode to be professional, me helping that as much as I can. And these are grown men. They kind of know what's up. But at the same time, if I just sit back and I just let everything be everything, you don't know how some of these situations go. So we all trying to work together to make sure y'all get the fucking content that we promoting. All right. So that's my recap for the Hitman versus Calico Faceoff. Drop it ASAP. Once again, shout out to Ruin Your Day. Shout out to everybody that was in the building, all the bloggers, media, and everything. As well as the me and Jag Faceoff. That's gonna be funny for y'all. That was entertaining. That was enjoyable. Don't see that and then start asking me to do face-offs with everybody. I purposely only did it with Jag because Jag is Jag. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a difference. But all right, y'all, I'm out of here. Happy Sunday. I think today y'all will probably get maybe a Rosenberg Raw interview, his predictions, and also talking about a possible rematch with Big K and a possible match with Ill Will. And y'all might get a part of the A-Ward interview that I did. So keep an eye on the channel. As always, we're going to keep dropping a lot of content for y'all. We got a lot of shit coming. So it's your boy. I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all as always. Brick by brick shit.